we're getting ready to start a cinch. Some of it I'll speed up, but this is how you start. I use the mohair, the string furthest away from me will be the longest of the two, because you end up having one string on one end of one ring and the other string is on the other end, the opposite side. Those you will use to finish your knots. Get the length of your two strings right, put your finger between and draw it through until you find center. We're going to tie a lark's head. That is the basic knot for all of it. The easiest way to tie the first knot is to loop it through over your tongue, and then everything will come back through it. It gets a little easier to work with after you get some of the bulk of the cord out of the way. Draw that up fairly snug. Take the string furthest away from you next. After we get through, you'll understand what I'm talking about by having the same amount of knots on each ring. Straddle the tongue again on the opposite ring with the string further away from you. Draw it up fairly snug. Try to keep your tongue centered. I usually make a pass or two with each cord and then go to the other side. So you're trying to keep, you're not doing one side completely at a time. It helps to keep your cinch flatter, everything smoother and more even. Now then, when you get one knot alongside of another knot, take this part of the string and suck it up in behind the loop of that one. That will kind of hold the tension for you. We'll tie one more on the side that we're working on, then we'll go back to the side closer to me. Get all my mess untangled. These are on a pair of cinch rings that I made. They're 3-inch rings, round rings. I like the round rings better than the other rings that I have used over the years. Actually used on horses, not just making cinches out of. My old daddy always called them a straight pull ring. Every once in a while these will twist a little, so you can go back through, twist them and flatten them out to keep them fairly even as you're going. The main thing is just to try to make a nice neat knot each time you tie. The finished part will look a whole lot better. Even with this stuff, you can untie it 2 or 3 times if you have to. As long as you've got a knot in the tag end to keep it from unraveling, you'll be good. Won't hurt nothing. Yeah, we're going to go back to the side.